The goal of building 1.5 million homes in Ontario is very clear, but the actual plan in place to get them built is not clear at all. With the Ontario and the Greater Toronto Area real estate market being in a major housing shortage over the last couple of decades, our government at the top level have proposed that we have to solve this issue. If it does not address our prices, will continue to rise, even though they have corrected by about 20%, give or take, in some markets from those 2022 highs that we saw. But a huge step in the right direction was to recognize that we need about 187,000 homes being built each year until 2031. My name is Trey and I'm a real estate agent serving Toronto and the GTA. If you find value from this type of content, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It would really help us out. Also, if you would like to chat about the market in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to book an education call with myself by clicking the first link in the description and picking a time that best suits your availability. Before getting into all the details, another good move made by the provincial government here was by introducing Bill 23, the More Homes Built Faster Act. This essentially removes all the red tape and the hurdles it takes when you are adding suites to your property, right? So residents can now build basement apartments, fully functional garden suites, and things of this nature much easier now to add supply to our market. Aled Ayerworth, who is the Deputy Chief Economist at the CMHC, which is the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation, calls Bill 23 a good start, particularly when it comes to proposing regulatory changes, but noted that it has a lot of moving parts, some of which, like those regarding innovation, are a bit less clear. So in the proposed plan, they do a great job of giving an overview of the plan, how they would build more homes. And they also mentioned that they want to build near the high density transit hubs, which makes total sense. You have to start there, but they don't have any physical locations or communities on where they're going to start building, which is causing some people to scratch their heads a little bit. Sticking with that subject, what's even more interesting right now is that in 2022, we had just under 96,000 housing starts, which was 3,000 less than the 2021 totals. And this year in 2023, we're on pace for about 72,000 as per a report that was conducted by the CMHC. So the materials and the cost to build all of these things have increased with inflation, as has everything else in our world. So developers of these projects are now just putting things on hold because it doesn't make sense for them to start these things right now, which is obviously not going according to our plan. And if the cost of these projects are going up, it only makes sense for the builders and the developers of these projects to pass that cost on to the consumer that are purchasing these new builds. Toronto City Councillor and the chair of the Planning and Housing Committee, he expressed his concerns that Bill 23 may in fact actually have a negative effect on Toronto's capacity to deliver affordable housing, which brings me to my next point. For the units that are getting added to existing properties by current owners, they won't be affordable housing options either at the end of the day. The rental market value for a one-bedroom apartment in Toronto is sitting at $2,458. That was for February 2023, which was actually unchanged from a month prior in January. So even though we know our targets and we know the general plan, it really seems as though there has to be some rethinking around the affordability side of things and in which communities these units are going to be built in first for this plan. I really do hope that we are able to hit our numbers to at least give some relief to our neighbors needing those affordable housing options. Thank you so much for watching again. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout. And until next time, remember to trust the process and fall in love with your journey.